Well, tomorrow, believe it or not, marks 23 years since the September 11th attacks. Events will be taking place all over the United States to remember and honor the nearly 3,000 lives lost and the sacrifices made on that day. Locally, the Martin County Sheriff's Office and the Fire Rescue, they're holding their annual 9/11 Memorial Bridge Walk. Joining me to talk about this year's walk is Chief Chad Cianciulli. Thank you so much for being here, Chief. I appreciate it. Hard to believe it's been 23 years.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And it's important to talk about.
Yeah, you know, we have a lot of people down here from the New York area who have a lot of connections to that horrific day. And so even more important, I always feel, because there's so many people who really mark that day. So tell us what you guys are doing.
So we host the annual Bridge Walk. We've been doing the actual Bridge Walk itself since 2018. We've been doing a public participation since 9/11/2001. We've always been out in the public.
Done something, right?
And we've done something, but the Bridge Walk is something that we just started, back in 18, and it's growing, and it's really important that the public is there involved with us, and it's really making a difference.
And so we're seeing the Bridge Walk. It literally is, you're walking a bridge. So tell us what bridge you're walking and how it all starts and the significance.
So the Veterans Memorial Bridge is the bridge that we walk on. We walk from Jack Layton Park and we go all the way over to US 1. So it's about a 3-mile walk.
Okay.
It's a pretty long walk. But the significance of this is really the importance of to bring everyone together. That's the fire rescue community, law enforcement, first responders, and our community. And it's an awareness to remember of the lives that were lost on September 11, 2001. Because it's important, that day we lost over 3,000 lives just in that single day. But it's not just what happened then, it's what happened after them. And then it was an additional 20 years. We had people that were in the military on standby after we were attacked. And then we had people that were watching this play out at home from TV, and they wanted to do something about it. So they joined the military, and the military took the fight for them. But then, for over 20 years, those lost lives continued.
Sure.
And it's important that we have a remembrance of all those that have made that ultimate sacrifice and the lives that were lost. And we got to keep those memories fresh.
And so many of the first responders we know had so many illnesses years later.
Yes.
From their sacrifices on the days after, the weeks, the months that they were there at ground zero. So it's so important. As a first responder, we've come a long way since 9/11 as far as how we respond, how we react, and our world is different.
It is different. We have taken a lot from such a horrific event that had taken place, and just how we have learned of how to respond to these types of incidents, especially when you're talking about a multi-casualty incident, a terrorist attack. You got to think of secondary devices, but what we've learned is how we communicate now with interagencies.
Yeah.
And that's probably the most important part. And we've removed a lot of jargon from our communication. Everything is very clear speak now, and it just makes us function better in what we call a unified command. And it allows us, if this ever does happen again, that we have a completely different response to it, and we can have even a better impact along the way.
Well, we're very grateful for the people who are willing to run into the fire, run into the danger. So we're grateful for you, Chief, grateful for all that work for you. Really quickly, how can people participate? Give us times, dates, all the good stuff.
So they show up tomorrow, Jack Layton Park. It's off of Map Road in Palm City. And you really just have to be there at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
We're going to do an opening ceremony, and then we're going to, once we finish the opening ceremony, we're going to do a Pledge of Allegiance, and then we're going to go ahead and kick off the run.
And there's a nice little walkway,
It's
right?
a nice little walkway. We have the Sheriff's Department that's working with us. They're going to go ahead and shut down part of the roadway, so it'll be a safe travel all the way for about 3 miles, and then we'll finish at, it's a Walgreens parking lot that's on there in US 1. There's going to be some vendors there, so we can get everyone hydrated, get everyone well fed. And, but just a great time to gather and just remember those that we need to think about.
All right, wonderful. So if you don't get to make it, you're driving through and then you see all these people walking the bridge, you know why. But if you're able to go, it might be worth your time. Thank you for being here with us, Chief. We appreciate it. If you want more, go to our website, WPBF.com. I've put a link to all this information on a website for you guys. It's right there, easy to find. Just search Memorial Bridge Walk.